The fact that people are starting to say chalant is kind of fascinating. Most English words that start with non have an opposite without it, but we borrowed nonchalant directly from French without borrowing its opposite. That makes nonchalant an unpaired word, a word that looks like it should have a counterpart, but doesn't. Like if the word inert means unmoving, does that mean the word ert means moving? No, that word just doesn't exist. There's a gap in our language. But often when we're faced with these lexical gaps, we feel incentivized to fill them in. For example, if the word postpone means to reschedule later, does that mean prepone exists, to reschedule earlier? Well, that word didn't exist until someone coined it like 100 years ago. And nowadays in many dialects, especially in India, it's a completely legitimate word. This is called a back formation, when you take a word and sort of reverse engineer what a different form of it would look like. And it's exactly what people are doing with chalant. Since nonchalant means unconcerned or carefree, people backformed chalant to mean concerned or careful. But is chalant just an internet fad, or is it actually going to stick around as a new word in English? Well, that's where things get interesting, because this has kind of happened before. Nearly 100 years ago, people took the unpaired word disgruntled, unhappy or unsatisfied, and backformed the word gruntled, happy or satisfied. That's exactly what's happening today with chalant, a humorous backformation of an unpaired word. But no one really says gruntled anymore, because that was like a meme from the 1930s. It's kind of dated. So will that be the same fate for chalant? I don't think so. Consider the following. You can be overwhelmed and underwhelmed, but can you be just whelmed? These are some more unpaired words with a pretty interesting backstory. The word to whelm originally meant to cover or turn over, often said of waves whelming a ship. It's from this sense that the word overwhelm was coined. If waves overwhelm a ship, they whelm it to such an extent that it capsizes. But over time, it was interpreted more metaphorically. If a ship can literally be overwhelmed by waves, maybe you could figuratively be overwhelmed by work. Over time, the word overwhelm was used more and more, and the word whelm just fell out of use, giving us a new unpaired word. Prime for backformation. In the same way that in the 1930s, people humorously backformed gruntled, in the 1950s, people humorously backformed underwhelm. Originally, it was just a meme of the era, but it was used in serious contexts more and more, and today, it's just a completely legitimate word. So why did underwhelm stick around, but gruntled didn't? Well, gruntled was only ever used as a joke because it doesn't serve a whole lot of utility. Like, there's plenty of synonyms that kind of do the job just fine. But the word underwhelm is kind of useful. Like, none of its synonyms really mean the exact same thing, and so there's actually some utility in it. And once people started using it unironically, it was destined to become a real word. And that's why I think chalant is here to stay. It has some real utility outside of its meme context. In my experience, most of the synonyms just don't really have the same connotation. Chalant feels like less of a mood and feeling, and more of a behavior, lifestyle, characteristic. And I've already witnessed multiple people both on and offline using chalant unironically. If you ask me, it's only a matter of time until it's added to a dictionary.